Claire said in 2006, and now I'm back talking to you guys. I actually came here last year too and spoke to one of Claire's classes, so it's my second time. Grew up in the Bay Area, went to De La Salle High School, came here, played baseball here. So I was a student athlete, had to deal with that, which was challenging. Trying to do both. Got through it, got drafted with the Arizona Diamondbacks, played 6 years professional baseball from 2005 to 2011. Got released in spring training, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do. Coach, and then started the graduate program. And kind of did it in the fast track. I only did like a year and a half. Went through it pretty quickly because I thought I needed to speed up my life a little bit. And luckily, I was put in position with an interview with Houston Astros, based on some connections I made from playing in the area at college and professionally. Some of the scouts that were in the area knew who I was when I came back. And a couple phone calls later, I flew down to LA and met with some Houston people at the front office and got a job as an area scout, which is pretty lucky, pretty quick. It's a hard job to get because there's not many area jobs available. We only have 12 area scouts in our department for the amateur side. So there's 12 guys that run around the country and watch baseballs for the amateur June draft. So it's not many jobs open. So I started that job in 2012, the fall of 2012. And I've been doing it since. So this is my 4th year doing it. It's a challenging job. You're kind of your own boss. Like I said, there's 12 area scouts within the department. At the amateur side, we have 4 regional scouts that oversee the part of the country. There's a West Coast scout, there's a Texas scout, there's a couple scouts back east, and those are kind of your supervisors that you report to. But in the end, you're kind of your own boss. And so I'm assigned to territory. I work in Northern California and Western Nevada. So I work from Merced up to the Oregon border. So I have to watch all the amateur baseball there. So it's 40 plus junior colleges, it's 9 Division I schools, all the D2 schools. So it's a lot of baseball. And the year's kind of broken down in 3 different seasons. There's like an off season, which is for me right now, is where I'm running around in the end of September to about Thanksgiving and watching all the baseball for the colleges, junior colleges, and some of the high school stuff, and trying to make a list for the next draft. And then the season, the springtime is kind of when we get real busy as far as the amateur side of the scouting department. Because there's a pro side that does all the minor league baseball and the major league baseball scouting, and there's the amateur side. So the springtime for the amateur side is kind of when we start watching all the colleges and junior colleges here for the June draft, which is the first week of June. And so once that's, in the spring, I'm working every day. I drive 35,000 miles a year, my little Subaru, and I get to watch a lot of baseball. In the summertime, I do pro stuff. Summertime, I run around and watch all the minor league games. You get assigned different teams. I travel a lot this summer. I was in Vancouver, I was in Everett, I was in San Jose. I watched the Major League Giants, San Francisco Giants too. So you just a lot of pro stuff in the summer. So it's a lot of variability of what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you're watching, evaluating baseball players. I didn't think I was going to be doing this when I was here in your guys' shoes. I didn't know what I really wanted to do. I wanted to stay in sports, whether it was administrative stuff here, like Marcor, which was intriguing, whether it was coaching, whether it was sports agents. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I felt like I had a passion in sports, and through my playing and some connections, it kind of molded into this job. I don't think necessarily you need a master's degree to be a professional scout, but it does help in today's baseball. If you've seen a lot of the general managers that are being hired are now Ivy League alums. A lot of them don't have necessarily playing experience professionally. They're extremely smart, well-rounded individuals. So I think it helps in what I wanted to do as far as moving up in the system with the Houston Astros. As you guys know, the playoffs start tonight, 5 o'clock game. If you guys want to watch, Astros are playing the Yankees, a wild card game. But it's a big turnaround. I came in at 2013 when we weren't very good. We lost 3 losing seasons. We picked first in the draft 3 different years. I got to be a part of it in the draft room and see a part of it. It's a really awesome experience to see. But from where we came in 2012 to now, it's a huge change, 86 wins this year. So I've got to be a part of new general manager, new scouts, new ownership. So to see kind of how the organization's developed, it's been pretty fun to be part of. So it's a big night for me because it's pretty fun to be part of it. But yeah, so that's kind of at least the scope of what I do. You have to really know